Hello, hello. I'm Daisy, and I'm teaching myself coding. Except I ran into just a slight issue. I recently, I was learning Python through various tutorials, but mainly FreeCodeCamp, and then I realized that I was kind of doing their tutorials out of order, and they intend for you to start with like web design tutorials, and then JavaScript, and then front end something or other stuff, and then do Python. And I thought that was all cool, so I started at the beginning where you learn HTML. And then I found out that HTML, I looked into it, and HTML does not count as coding. It doesn't count as programming. I figured because it was hypertext markup language, I thought that meant like it was a programming language, but I guess it's not. I guess you're not programming when you do HTML. It's just web design, but not programming. So the thing is, that raises an issue since my streams are titled and my videos are titled teaching myself coding. But I don't feel that title is dishonest, because I am teaching myself coding. Like I'm still in a tutorial. I mean, I still learn, like I do a little bit of Python like tutorials and stuff, but like I'm teaching myself HTML and CSS as like a precursor to JavaScript and then Python. Like I am learning coding, but even though it's not like a dishonest title, I can see why it would be misleading, because if I'm doing HTML, it's not really coding. I'm just teaching myself HTML. So I decided my Steam library has quite a few games that are based on programming, and some of them are just like games where you play around with programming, but a lot of them are meant to teach you programming, and many of them are about Python. So I figure I've never really gotten into any of those games though, because I wanted to get good at coding first. But I figured now is as good a time as any to sort of start learning via video games. See if these games can't teach me anything. Because I mean, if I can learn coding through video games, that would be pretty neat. And worst case scenario, I can just keep my Python skills up to snuff while I learn HTML. And I was doing some HTML stuff in the background. I decided I've been trying to like do all my learning, or as much as my learning as possible, on stream, and so that I would have like a video record of my whole like learning journey. But I decided that was kind of holding me back, because sometimes it's like sometimes I don't want to code unless I'm streaming, and then when I do find time to stream, a lot of time I'm in a rush, so I just don't, or I'm really tired. So anyway, basically, I'm still gonna try to like I'm gonna try to do like learning stuff on stream whenever I can, so that my progress is visible. But I'm not gonna try to like do all my tutorials on stream. I'm gonna, my main goal was to build the habit of streaming every day, or not streaming, coding every day, or doing tutorials every day, and I've done tutorials every day at least, and I do want to get eventually to the point where I'm coding every day. So I'll still be using these videos to like track my progress, but I'm going to try to do more stuff off stream. But on stream, I will try to keep up with Python and not like fall behind by, or like forget my Python skills, by playing these games. And I think that'll be fun. It'll be fun to like see if these games can teach me anything. And also it'll be cool I'll be streaming games, I guess, instead of just streaming coding and stuff. This will be a gaming channel now. So I'm gonna open up. Also, I set so the first game I'm gonna play is called Learning Programming Python, and they have a retro version and a remake version. But my retro version, I can't really get it to work. It seems to just kind of craps out every single time I try to do anything with it. So I decided to do the remake version, but the remake version is basically the same but better. Apparently, it just has better UI and everything. It's cleaner and less glitchy. But on Twitch, the remake version doesn't exist as an option to like set your game as. They only have retro version. I don't know why, but I don't think that'll be an issue. I don't think anyone will care if they check out my stream and it turns out I'm playing the remake instead. Anyway, so let's get into it. I'm gonna pop open that game. Sorry if it's loud because I haven't really had a chance to figure any of this out yet. All right, and then I just got to move it onto my other monitor. All right, now it's real loud in my ears, but I have it set so that my desktop audio isn't as loud as my voice. So here we go. All right, learn programming, Python. Preferences. I mean, I would like to lower the volume, like in my ears. Actually, maybe I'll lower the volume on my microphone. Oh, yep, that's as low as it goes. Well, okay, I guess that's fine. Now I can't really hear my own voice, but I think that's normal. I think most people, usually, like, streamers and video play people, I don't think they usually can just hear themselves all the time while they talk. I don't know. Maybe they can, but I mean, maybe I should just, I don't know, man. I do want to be able to hear myself. But then again, I'm quieter than I actually am in the video. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm just gonna keep the volume down and yeah, okay. Game by Niema Moshiri. Lesson content written by Sabeel Mansouri. Oh wait, there's a different last names. I thought that was the same. Made with RenPy. This license contains software. Okay, I guess I'll just watch the recording later and see if this music is too loud, because then I'll just turn it down. I don't intend to do this for super long, and I kind of want to do a little HTML stuff also. Okay, so there's 11 chapters. I was going through the achievements, and there's achievements for every single one of these chapters you complete, but for some reason more people have the chapter 11 achievement than like the ones before it. I don't know how that, maybe they just did them out of order. Progress. Oh, interesting. There's like different goals to reach. Okay, nuts and bolts. Oh. Okay, variable strings, printing, operators and precedence, comments, so that's all stuff I know. I mean, I'll do it anyway, because if it's easy, then I'll just get through the whole thing. Yeah, loops, that's a little more complex. Data structures. Lists, sets, tuples, dicts, comprehensions. This is where I'm at. Chapter 4. This is where I'm at in my thing. You know, maybe if this game teaches me enough, I might be able to go back to my Python, back to the Python tutorial on FreeCodeCamp and go back to where I was, because I was struggling. Anyway. Let's just check this out. I don't know if I'm supposed to be seeing something here, but I'll just hit next. This interactive textbook was written with the intention of introducing beginners to the wonders of the world of computer science. Oh, it's an interactive textbook. Okay, that's cool. The course assumes no prerequisite knowledge, and we hope that by the end of the course you will have learned how to think computationally, how to write programs in Python, and how to design classes using the principles of object-oriented programming. I'm really hoping, if this seems good, I mean, it'll be hard for me to judge since I already am somewhat experienced with coding, but if this turns out to be good, I'd like to be able to recommend this game and like tell people like, hey, this is good if you're not good at coding or if you want to learn. Okay, active learning approach. Meeting has various activities embedded to stimulate in your learning and improve your understanding of the materials we will cover. You will encounter stop and think questions that help you reflect on the material, as well as exercise breaks that will test your knowledge and understanding of the concepts discussed. He has a bachelor's degree, and he I don't know if they're he's or she's, but one has a bachelor's degree and one has a PhD. A software engineer and bioinformatician with special interest in state-of-the-art educational techniques. His work includes full-stack web development, building pedagogical material, research in computational biology, oh cool, and most recently creating hyper-scalable distributed networking systems at Amazon Web Services. Okay, I kind of want to turn the music off. It's like looping and it's listenable, but like it's like I can barely hear myself think. I've got some chicken broth I'm sipping on. I simmered the remains of I slow cooked a rotisserie chicken for 20 hours. What was left of it, it's good for the protein and the collagen, and to just not waste the last bits of the chicken. Anyway, PhD is an assistant teaching professor at the Computer Science and Engineering Department at the University of California, San Diego. His educational background is in bioinformatics, which spans computer science with a focus on algorithm design, and biology with a focus on molecular biology. That sounds cool. His research focuses the development of computational methods for the study of viral phylogenetics and epidemiology. Acknowledgement. Sweet, I got an achievement. We would like to thank Savannah Collier and Jazz Gill for their contributions to the design and curriculum of this course, and also Philip Compio, Pavel Pevsner, whose textbook Bioinformatics Algorithms and Active Learning Approach served as an inspiration for the writing style and instructional approach. Alright. What? Every object tells a story if you know how to read it. Henry Ford. I like them all. Wait, so is this... Am I gonna be doing any code, or am I just reading? Oh boy. I mean, if I'm just reading, that's fine, but I might move on past this game. I might not play this game on stream if it's just a reading game. Because another one I wanted to try was the farmer was replaced. That one looks like a lot of fun. Take a moment to look around you, fix your gaze on any object, a cup, a pencil, or a table, anything. Now consider the following. How would you describe the object you're looking at? You'd focus on the composition of the object, its shape, color, weight, or volume. Okay, I'm just going to silently read this really quick because it's just going to slow me down if I read everything aloud. And plus, I'm kind of already past this kind of stuff. What around us? A collection of objects that interact. We understand these objects' relationship, and as Henry Ford points out, we understand the theory they create. Every object tells a story if you know how to read it. Henry Ford is not exactly someone I use as like the example of wisdom, but okay. Your computer, however, does not. As you begin your journey into computer science, especially OOP, keep the following in mind. Your goal is to help your computer understand the world. You are smarter than your computer. We promise this is true. Your computer understands a little more than zeros and ones. So the challenge of teaching your computer how to interact. There's no doubt this task is difficult, but you expect to fail. Sacrifice hours and clumps of hair to convey your complex human ideas to your computer. Yeah, every computer scientist I know kind of loses some hair. Do not, however, be discouraged. If you're willing to be patient, persistent, and open-minded, you'll succeed. Soon learn to wield it as a tool, learn true potential. However, you'll need to know how to communicate with it. It's not fluent in English. In this course, you'll use Python to interact. Your A, B's, and C's. Max luck. Okay. Is it saying good luck to me? Okay, hold on. Alright, so this is... Alright, Okay, so this is not a game, like, at all. I really thought that this would be like, I mean, I'll do this on my own time then, because this is... If I'm not even actually doing any coding, then I don't see any reason to be doing this on stream. I could just read all of this on my own time. Because I read slower when I'm trying to read out loud. Alright, okay. Alright, well, that was a little disappointing. Oh geez, it's 4 in the morning. I intended to start this earlier. I might just try and do a little HTML Or, hold on. Hold on. Just a moment. I probably should have switched to that screen first. So anyway, the other two, I guess, that I've got in mind are The Farmer Was Replaced and The Joy of Programming, Software Engineering Simulator. That one seems to be pretty complex. Like, it says that that one teaches you, but to do it, you have to kind of be good at programming already. Or at least with Python. So, let's see. I'm gonna boot up The Farmer Was Replaced. I don't think... Sorry, let's see. Game capture. Alright, hopefully this doesn't do anything wonky. Oh, cool. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh! Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna stick... I just made this scene just now, so I'm gonna stick my chat in there. I think for now the chat will just be in the top left if it does show up. Because I don't want to mess around with it right now. But, you know, I never get any chats, so it's fine. Okay, so this is exciting. And I think... I don't know if I'm just getting... let me see, game audio... See, it says the game capture game audio I don't have checked. But it seems that I'm still capturing my desktop audio, so it might just be fine. Yeah, okay, let's hope this goes well. Oh, actually, I'm gonna real quick change the stream info so that the game we're playing is Farmer Was Replaced. Farmer Was Replaced. Done. All right, here we go. We are playing The Farmer Was Replaced. Well, actually, hold on. I don't want to get wrapped up in this right now. I'm sorry. Okay, change of plans. Okay, I'm glad I got that working and that the game thingy is working. I'm gonna once again change the stream thingy because I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go back to science and technology, and I'm just gonna do HTML because it's like 4:05 and I don't want to get I don't want to like try to figure out a whole new thing. I'll do that next stream. I will start with that, I promise. But yeah, so in the future we're going to be doing some Farmer Was Replaced and learning some Python on stream and making a video about Python. But for now, we're going to get back to JavaScript. Or shoot, what was the quote? I missed it. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born, the day you find out why. I've seen that one before. Okay. Now this feels weird now because I turned down my my earphone volume a lot. Okay. Well, that I think sounds about right. See, now I don't know. Anyway. All right. So, I read all these HTML fundamental things. I can't say I memorized all of them, but they weren't very long, and I don't think they intended for me to just memorize everything there, just to get the gist of it. And now we're going to build a bookstore page. Oh, wait, shoot, I forgot. Oh, thank goodness I caught that. See, that's why I gotta look at my my stream preview sometimes. I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see. So yeah, these fundamentals I got, I like read all of them because I figure, if anything, that's some stuff I should do off stream because it just slows me down trying to read it all out loud. And sometimes I can't even think properly while reading it out loud. But you know, I think I'm just going to do more and more of this off stream. Especially because it apparently doesn't count as coding. HTML is not coding or programming or whatever. Anyway, okay, here's a preview of what you'll build. XYZ bookstore, some buttons, button. Okay. Oh boy, this is one of my worst, one of my not so great streams, I think. But I guess it's mainly just a lot of like updating. I mean, these are all just videos to me anyway, but this is a not so great video. In this workshop, you'll build a workshop page, a bookstore page by creating book cards that display information. Div elements. Okay, HTML boilerplate. So, caps doc type HTML, and then HTML lang. I believe it's lang. Equals en. I don't remember if the HTML, I think I have to close the HTML later. I wonder if they expect me to add lang attribute. So add yeah, so I'm assuming they want me to go close head down here, close HTML. All right. Boom, baby. We are 5% done. Okay. I guess head is supposed to be on the same thing as HTML. I forgot about that. I mean, I'm glad they just let me get away with that though. Okay, add the title element inside the head element. Set it to title. Set it to X, Y. Whoops. Good grief. Where are my typing skills when I need them? XYZ bookstore page. And close title. Oops. Okay. Sweet. We went from 5% to 11%. That one was worth 1% more than the last one. Now improve the structure of your HTML document to ensure your page is encoded correctly. Inside the head element, add the meta car set equals UTF dash. Oops, right, okay, 8. I had to find the home row again. This is a void element, right? So I don't close it. Lastly, add a body element below the head section. All right. Would that be in the head section? Oh yeah, no, it's below head. No. This is where all your visible content will go. Body. And then down here. Close body. What did I do? Oh, whoops, I didn't even do a proper... Good grief. That's what I get for not looking at my keyboard. My arrogance. Oh. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Bye-bye. Just gonna have a sip of my broth. Remember to support free code camp. Sweet. Become a supporter. Okay, add an H1 element with the text X, Y, Z, bookstore. Oops. Okay. Below the H1 element, add a P element with this text browser collection of amazing books. Amazing books. Okay. The div element is used as a container to group other HTML elements. Yeah, that's something I read about. I don't fully understand it, but I read about it. You'll mainly use the div element when you want to group HTML elements that will share a set of CSS styles, something I don't yet understand. Below the P element, add a div element. This div will be a container for your book cards. I wonder, do I close the div? I'll do it. I'll do it. They didn't say it was a void element, so I'm assuming it's not. Heck yeah, boy. Alright, class attribute is used to identify one or more elements for styling. Unlike the ID attribute, class names do not need to be unique. Multiple elements can share the same class. Here's an example. Yeah, they're talking about how like you do CSS as like a separate file, and then you use things to like point the CSS code to, they're not code. It's not code apparently. You do the CSS styling to the certain HTML things. I don't know. Okay. Add a class attribute to your div element and set its value to card container. Gonna take a moment to just slightly lower my gain. I've been doing that a lot. I've just been ever so slightly lowering my gain bit by bit because I keep thinking maybe I'm a little too loud. I'll do 11 decibels now. Okay, so class, you put in the element, I guess. Class, the class attribute. Yeah, so attributes are in elements. Okay, I'm starting to get it now. Elements are the things that have the less than, greater than signs, and then an attribute is something that's like equals double quote, and then you put something in it. Set it to card container. Nice. Okay, you can add multiple elements inside of a div element to group related content inside the element. Having a class of card container, create another div element. Okay. This div will represent the first book card. Add a class attribute to this. Set the value of class attribute to card. And then we will close this. Okay, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Your ID attribute adds a unique identifier to an HTML element. Each ID should be unique within a page and should be used only once. The ID attribute adds a unique identifier to an HTML element. My brain isn't reading this. My mouth is reading it. Okay. The ID attribute adds a unique identifier to an HTML element. Each ID should be unique within a page and should only be used once. ID values cannot. So an attribute is like class. It's in an element. ID values cannot contain spaces and should only contain letters, digits, numbers, or letters, digits, underscores, and dashes. Here's an example. Dashes, hyphens. ID, para, example, para. Okay. Add an ID attribute to your element. Which element? This element? Or just put it after class? Okay. ID attribute to your element, having a class of card and set it. Okay, yeah, so, okay. Set its value to Sally Adventure book. All right. I can see why they start with HTML. This stuff's pretty simple. Maybe to help you with your confidence or whatever. With great confidence comes great confidence. Inside the first element, having a class of card, add in, inside the element means above and below the closing. Okay. Or above the closing and below the opening anchor. Oh wait, are they called anchors? I think maybe the A element is called an anchor element. So I don't know, I don't want to get the terminology mixed up. Anyway, H2 with the text, Sally's sci-fi adventure. All right. Step 11. Below the H2 element. Wait, we're at 53%. Even though we're on step 11? How many steps were there? Oh, there's 19. Whoops. I thought there was less for some reason. Oh, geez, 417. I gotta get hurrying. Okay, having a class of card, add a P element with the following text. What? Below the H2 element and the first element having a class of card. Oh, okay. It's like, what? This is an epic story of Sally and her dog Rex as they navigate. I could just copy all this, but I do want to. I've been typing a lot, so I like doing some typing. Okay. Very nice. The button element is used to create clickable buttons on web page. Buttons are interactive elements that users can click to perform actions. Add a button element. Oh, it's just button. Is this a void element? A button element that has a class of card. Give the button a class attribute set to... Oh, inside the element that has a class of card. Good grief. Inside the element that has a class of card. Give the button a class attribute set to btn. And the text, buy now. Oh, so that means I go buy now, then close button. Okay, HTML is pretty fun because it's like very simple. There's not a whole lot of logic. It's kind of just you typing specific stuff. I mean, that's just all. I think I've said that a few times now, but that's basically it. Like, as long as you, I guess after doing this for a while, you just remember what H1 and P and div and class are. Which, I mean, that's when I'm doing this workshop thing, because the workshop for coding kind of helps you understand the coding because you're like doing it bit by bit. But this, where you're just memorizing stuff, this is perfect because this workshop is just by typing it out, you'll eventually like memorize all these things. Now create a second book card. Add another div element with the class attribute set to card. Notice how you can reuse the same class for multiple elements to apply consistent styling. And we will close div, because I assume they want me to do that. Add an ID attribute to your second element having a class of card. Why don't they call it a div element? They just call it second element with class of card. This button is the second element having a class of, oh, it has a class of button. Never mind, btn. Set its value. Oh wait, add an ID. The ID to Dave cooking book. Okay. Cool. Inside the second element, having a class of card, add an H2 element with the text. H2 days cooking adventure. Why is it everything in like adventures? I feel like I've typed out the word adventure like over and over. Oh no, I guess I've only typed it out like twice. Oh wait, yeah, no, adventure was here too. Yeah, I like my muscle memory remembered typing in adventure multiple times. Wait, I didn't even type anything in here. I just accidentally did it without even typing the /H2. They just, would that have worked? They just let me do that when I just put a slash there. Oh well, okay. Below that thing, add a P that says, this is the story of Dave as he learns to cook everything from pancakes to pasta. I like pancakes and pasta. To pasta. And recipe at a time. Period. Close paragraph. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Inside the second card, add a button element. Button with the class attribute set to btn. And the text, whoops, by now. Both button elements now share the same class, which means they can be styled consistently together. Yeah, so class, that means later if I wanted to do CSS, I could tell the class btn to behave a certain way or look a certain way, and it would do it to both of them. Okay, remember an HTML element looks like this. Below the element with the class, below the element with the class card container, add a new P element with this text. Where's card container? It's way up here. Oh, so this whole thing is the card container one. Okay. Add a new P element with this text. Review your selections and continue to check out. Oops. Okay, below the P element, create a div element with the attribute set to btn container. Wait, class attribute set to btn even container. This container will group your navigation button elements. And then that means we, last but not least, close the div. Alrighty. Inside the element with the class of btn container, add two button elements. First button. Button ID equals view cart button class equals button then text view cart button. Oh, oops. Then second button ID equals check out bin Oh no, check out button. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, and I didn't put any quotes. And then what? Class equals button. And then check out slash button. Congratulations, you've successfully built the structure of a bookstore page using divs, classes, and IDs to organize your content. Cool. That was fun. Okay. That's a good time to leave this off. Let's see. Just a couple things to read for that next time. Yeah, it was a decent length stream. Next time, I don't know if I'll do HTML. I'm going to try and just do some Farmer Was Replaced and get into that. See what that's all about. Oh boy. I just realized I got a bit of a weird chat, but it's the kind of chat that normally gets like auto modded, but it didn't work. Cheapest viewer is streamboot.org. Remove the space. Yeah, I guess they wanted to remove the space, or they put a space after the dot in between dot and org, so it wouldn't create a link, because then I guess it probably would get like hyperlinked if they did, and or they'd get auto modded. Okay, that was fun. Sorry for a weird video and a weird stream, but it was cool. Things were fun. Yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow, and we'll have some more fun stuff in store. Okay, bye bye.